calling all ZOA warriors.
This is the Fuel Something Bigger storytelling series.
We're searching for real people doing big things in their community.
Fuel Something Bigger means making impact.
ZOA warriors are in every community, and we want to tell your story.
We're traveling the country to meet ZOA warriors fueling something bigger.
We're kicking off the Fuel Something Bigger storytelling series right here in Orlando. I could not be more excited to chat with ZOA founders, Danny Garcia and Dave Rienzi. I've been following your career for a while, Danny, and I think the way that you've been able to build so many successful businesses and integrate so many of your passions together in a way that serves others and entertains and impacts, it's all just incredibly inspiring. And I would just love to learn more about your own mentality and how you take care of yourself physically, mentally, and building the mindset to be able to achieve everything you have.
A lot of the aspirations, almost everything that's in my portfolio, I had those aspirations since I was a very young person. Growing up, I was first generation born here, and I had a very specific point of view about creating wealth for my family to make their life better. But what I didn't have was a lot of the skill set, but what I did have was this desire to get better every day. So if I have to go back, I have this simple thing where it's just like, okay, today was great, how can I do it better tomorrow? Or even if I fail, maybe I'll be emotional for a few days or a week, but then I'm like, okay, let me just try it again. So I'm this continuous, let me just try it again. And it's so simple, but it applies to everything, because almost anything I do now, I haven't done naturally. I wasn't naturally a great speaker, or I wasn't naturally a fantastic athlete, or I wasn't naturally this, businesswoman who got her MBA. I had to learn every step. So it's so funny because, when we're fueling something greater, or we're just driving forward, or we're just even any essence of ZOA, it doesn't say you have to be excellent today. It's like you just have to move forward. And that's probably the biggest secret for me, has been the ability to grow and change daily. Sometimes gracefully, sometimes completely not gracefully, but always committed to, okay, I will be different tomorrow.
What kind of advice would you give to someone who wants to feel something bigger, who dreams bigger for themselves, but doesn't know how to take that first step or feels stuck?
Yeah, I think it's a matter of, first of all, starting out slow, setting realistic goals, not saying, okay, I want to work out and I'm going to do it 6 days a week. Let's start layering in 3 days a week, start gaining consistency, and start learning what works best for your body and not applying yourself or your goals to what other people are doing. You have to start slowly putting those bricks, stacking those bricks up, building that level of consistency, and just start layering on top of that, as opposed to doing this approach where you got to do it all at once. It's all about consistency when it comes to fitness.
That's such a great point. I'd love to hear more about mindset, mentality, and also your physical routine for how you're caring for yourself to then be able to work across so many businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, mindset is massive, right? It's massive. I think you need to start with a clear goal, have that goal, and then it's a matter of layering in support, having everyone in your life know what your goals are so that they buy in and can help support you along the way as well, because you can't do it by yourself. You need that support system to be able to help you to achieve those goals. And then also, you just recognizing with any athletics, any goal really, you're gonna have ups and downs. But just holding that high water mark of, this is the goal, we're gonna have ups and downs, the journey is gonna lead you all sorts of different ways, but still maintaining the purity of the goal and the dream, and just kind of keeping that as the main focus and the guiding light.
Next up, I could not be more excited to sit down and chat with Chris Nikic, the first person with Down syndrome to complete an Ironman. What do you like about running?
It makes my butt cute.
It makes your butt cute?
Yeah. It still is.
No, that's a good reason to run.
Oh no.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Even my girlfriend, she loves it.
Chris has broken so many barriers. Tell me about how you were able to instill that sense of possibility.
So it was gradual. Just the 1% isn't a slogan. It really is a lifestyle. And we started with trying to overcome the belief that we've been given over 18 years of his life that he couldn't do anything. And so we just developed this 1% better lifestyle. We said 1% is safe, 1% is easy, 1% is doable. And the first year, we saw progress. The second year, we saw a lot more progress. In the third year, he did an Ironman.
It's amazing.
And so you instill that belief system in him 1% at a time, and eventually it becomes who he is. And today, you can't convince him that he can't do something.
And Chris, how do you navigate self-doubt?
When you get 1% better every day for 5 years, there's no self-doubt.
There's no self-doubt?
When you build a success mindset, there is no self-doubt. I don't do self-doubt. I ignore it.
You ignore it. That's great advice. We're in Florida right now, your home state.
Yeah.
What have you been doing in Florida to get more people involved?
Active.
Active?
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of running.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Both.
That was so much fun, wasn't it? Better than
Yeah.
staying in bed.
I know.
We go out there and do something in the world.
Now let's meet a Zoa warrior who believes there's more in common between the opera and football than you might believe.
Figaro, 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 a Zoa. That is good.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That was amazing. One of the things that we're doing on this tour is busting stereotypes too, and people are multidimensional and can have all kinds of different interests in one. And you were an athlete, you were a football player, offensive lineman.
I love playing football.
All county.
I loved it, yeah.
How did you make that bridge from football to opera?
Well, I was the kid that would sing the national anthem in my football pads before the game. People would joke that I was Glee before Glee, if you get that reference. Yes. So I always did both, but I went to Florida State for music and just fell in love with opera. And I noticed all these parallels that, opera is a very athletic art form in the sense that you have to learn a technique. You have to learn how to project your voice over an orchestra. They're usually longer shows, like 3 hours. You have to learn how to pace yourself, endurance. You have to be healthy. And I just fell in love with the challenge of it, and I've been stuck in opera ever since. I still play little sports on the side, especially with my kids, volleyball, baseball, you name it. You gotta play sports, it's so much fun. And there's a collaborative element that's true in both, right? In sports, you're collaborating on a team. Same is true in the arts. You have hair and makeup designers, costume designers, set designers, the orchestra, the dancers. It's not all about you as the performer. You have to learn how to collaborate and work as a team.
Orlando, thanks for an amazing visit. Arkansas, we'll see you in Bentonville.